And the Electricity Sector Association of Kenya, ESAC, has kicked off a two-day commercial and industrial energy conference in Nairobi to spotlight the sector's rapid growth and its role in supporting the national grid. The event brings together captive power installers, customers, financiers, and policymakers to explore how private energy generation can enhance grid stability and reduce reliance on public infrastructure. Wangui has the details.
The generation of captive power is gaining momentum, with the C&I sector now contributing about 600 megawatts to the country's overall electricity capacity. Captive power plants are those installed at a customer's premises, such as rooftop solar installations. The Electricity Sector Association of Kenya projects that this could grow to 1 gigawatt by 2030.
That is not just growth. That is a structural change.
In my mind, there has been a lot of growth of the C&I space as a result of the moratorium that has been in place from 2018.
The now famous moratorium has stalled the signing of power purchase agreements, even as electricity demand continues to rise. Parliament vetoed Cabinet's decision to lift the ban, citing the need to conduct inquiries into the factors driving the high cost of power. For over 3 years now, no new power purchase agreements have been signed.
When you look today, there is a very thin or no reserve margin. Where could we have been if the regulator had not taken a very proactive and pragmatic steps to work with private sector to increase captive generation capacity, to work to grow the C&I space? Where could we have been as a country without the 600 megawatts of C&I licensed by the regulator today?
And while the growth of captive power has been critical in supplementing the available capacity, preventing blackouts and load shedding, EPRA now says the sector is ready for regulation.
The C&I space, today we've been in a space where we've allowed the industry to grow. But eventually we need to regulate, because today when you make an application for C&I, as I said, our licenses are gratis. But when it comes to inspection, to ensure that the quality of work is done is up to standard, to ensure we also protect consumers, would require the regulator to invest both human resources and financial resources.
Of course, nobody wants to see an additional cost levied onto them, but we must also understand that there's a cost to actually regulate. There's a cost to kind of manage the entire sector, and which cost I think the regulator is saying they need to find a way to sort of pay for that.
Once developed, the regulations on net metering, wheeling and open access will allow customers to feed excess energy into the grid, reclaim a portion of it later, and even transmit power between preferred sites. Wangui, Citizen TV.